So, Sahala,
Yeah.
amazing.
And
So,
Chloe?
Chloe, yes,
Lovely to
basic
meet you.
English name, so obvious and boring, but thank you
Oh,
for joining me.
thank you
Yeah,
for
we're
having
doing
me.
this from Zoom, as people can probably see. I think every time I say to people, "Oh, have you got Zoom?" Like, I've never heard of it before, but I think because of this, like everyone has literally got Zoom. Did you have this
Yeah.
before, or is it a new thing for you as well?
It's a completely new thing for me, but I heard about it probably about a week or two ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing this women's mentoring group, and so it's going to be connecting with women all around the world. And basically, I had an email saying we're going to be doing it through Zoom. I was like,
Oh
sweet. So I
wow.
downloaded it. So when you messaged me saying we're going to do it Zoom, I was like, sweet. I've already got it. So I think everyone's going to be using it now because we
Yeah.
can't meet up. It is really good. The quality is okay, and yeah, it's not glitching or anything. So
Oh no, you know what? I had my first video call with someone in Australia. She is the founder of Dear Teenage Me, which is this new kind of blog which is supporting young female teenagers. That was, I might have to do a video again with her. I need to speak to her actually, but that was really, really laggy. But you know what? I think, yeah, so far, apart from that, my experience with that's been quite good. But tell me
yeah.
more about this thing that you're talking about, this women's kind of community that you've got going on.
So her name is Kaya Usher. I recommend you checking her out. I
Yeah.
follow her. If you want to just type in who I follow, Kaya Usher, and she helps you help yourself. So basically, it's more than just like feeling good or self improvement. It's like really shifting your life and noticing the frequencies that are resonating within you,
Yeah.
that maybe are degrading you or not for the best for you. It's all about removing those frequencies. She can do that. She's gone to a level where she can do that for you.
Yeah.
Remove those
Wow.
frequencies from like a cellular spiritual level.
Yeah.
Um, Therefore, you come into your power, and then you obviously live an abundant life, and that's what we are all searching for. It's
Absolutely.
360 degrees of abundance, not in every single area. And frequency work is, for me, the most efficient, quickest way to ascend and come into your full potential. So yeah, I've been doing frequency work for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
um I literally can't tell you what I was like before, because I just have no recollection. I was a completely different person.
Really.
um yeah, like I commend this work. Trust, like, I want everyone to do it, but not everyone's ready. It's for people who are strong enough, because just like this period right now, you're faced to see the deepest, darkest stuff that you've been burying through, not this lifetime, but many lifetimes, through your
Yeah.
family lineage lifetime. So it's serious work, but it's serious work for if you're ready. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you're ready, you just fly and you're free from all of this stuff that's been bound in you. And
Yeah.
yeah, so basically the women's mentoring group is connecting women all over the world, with I've actually got it on a scholarship. So every group that she does, she gives one person a scholarship, and she messaged me, and just 'cause she knows, I
Oh,
guess, my
sick.
financial
Yeah.
situation. And yeah, I'm really, so when I got that email, I was over the moon, so happy. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's like 8 weeks or 9 weeks, where we meet up every single week, do a Zoom with like, I think, 9 other women, and do meditation and healing work, and speak about our intentions. And yeah, it's gonna be powerful. Can't wait.
Amazing. I love that. Obviously, that can be done over something like this. So, was that originally something where you would have been meeting up in person, or?
No, see, frequency works in the space of no time and space. So you could be over the other side of the world, and it
Yeah.
still work, because it's frequencies. Or you could listen to it, maybe if I didn't make the meeting, I could listen to it a day after or a week after, and it still have the same
Oh
same
wow.
effect. Obviously, live is better, because she can tap into what the group needs, and yeah, at that moment, just as if an artist taps into a visionary of what can translate for the people and what they need to see or hear, or a musician.
Mm-hmm. How did you
Yeah,
first hear about this frequency stuff? Because I've heard of something similar, but I feel like
yeah.
maybe your kind of experience with like vocals and stuff like that, is that how you kind of found out about this?
So I was living in New Zealand, in for the first couple of years. In 2016, something happened to me that really, really just like shifted my whole reality. Like I was kind of like, I woke up. My spirit was just like, this is a breaking point of waking up, because I've always been half asleep, half awake, if you will.
Yeah.
You know, like years and years ago, I used to experiment with psychedelics and drugs, and I used to just like, my mind has been a bit open to that, but I've still been bound by all of this family lineage stuff and just loads of patterns that I wasn't aware of. And I was living in New Zealand, and basically I was slightly awake, and then I was working in a cafe, and this woman just comes up to me. She was Scottish as well, and so we instantly had a little connection. And she said, do you believe in, this was the first thing she said to me, my beautiful friend, she went, do you believe in energy? I was like, this is like a stranger. I was like, yeah. She's like, because the universe has brought us together, and I don't know why. And I didn't know why at the time as well. So next time you met, we sat down, I spoke about what has gone on in my life, what happened for me to just like really wake up. And she was like, that's why we're together. And then she basically told me that there is something in your space that is not meant to be there. So whatever you want to call it, another presence, another identity, another darkness, whatever, it's your words. But I was just shook. I was like, what is she on about? Because this is something I've never heard about before. I've heard about the new age spiritualism and all of that, but this is like the root. This is the root cause frequency work. And then she gave me this guy's name called Master Jadi, who's, I guess, just the dawn of frequency work. He's so sick, And yeah, as soon as I heard his name or read what he was about or listened to him, I was like, this guy knows exactly what he's talking about. I just resonate so much with him, and he's just at such a high level that it's like a surgeon, frequency surgeon. Goes in, zip, gets it out, and lets you heal. It's so cool. If after this, if you're interested, I'll give you the names.
Oh my god, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't.
My eyes are lighting up. I'm like, this sounds like fucking amazing. But like you said earlier, I don't know if maybe I am ready for it, because I don't know. The last couple of years, I have been able to look into myself and find out a lot of things, and I think I still am on a bit of a journey in some senses. So.
Ola.
But I do want to research into that. That sounds like fucking mad.
Amazing. Even if you just listen to his voice, or him once, your life is going to shift. And it's not so much about, because it's the fear that's thinking that, oh my god, what's going to happen? I'm going to lose. Yeah. As soon as you start awakening, you become crazy, because you wake up and you're like, is this the reality I'm living in? Is this what's really going on? Like, it can be lonely and it can be daunting. That's like a part of me that I'm dealing with, is like the loneliness of like, not many people are awake and not many people are living in their freedom. So it's hard to truly connect with people and for them to see where I'm at. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of compassion, and I don't judge whatsoever. You just don't. You're just not that person. You just see, like, the ego. You just see what's going on. However, it doesn't stop you from like, I just want to. But that just progresses me to do my music, to release. And with this whole cleaning up myself and frequency work, it's basically in my art, imprinting that. So the cleaner you are, the purer you are, the better. Do you know what I mean? Like,
see that change in your music as well because of this.
Definitely, 100%. And that's why, like, I could probably go, as soon as you do frequency work, any profession that you go in is going to be absolutely sweet. You're going to be helping and awakening people, because your frequency has leveled up. Therefore, your frequencies, it's just like spiritual authority. If someone with the highest frequency walks in the room, spiritually, you automatically are drawn to them. Sorry. And not like obey, but they what they command at a frequency level, you have to rise up as well. It's like someone standing in their power. You look at them and you're like, whoa, like, they earned that, they deserve it, and why can I not be that? And then you start leveling up, and it's just a beautiful transformation. So wherever I go, if I speak to people, look at them directly, and then if I'm present in my body and my spine, and then they're just like, whoa, and then they do it themselves, and it's just like a chain reaction. So with music, especially being such a powerful tool, connecting one with the divine, and it's so sacred. For me, music, I think maybe I was like a shaman or some sort in the past, because music to me is spiritual. Like, I have a spiritual tone. I I have a spiritual sort of intention where I want to awaken people through my music. And yeah, I'm going to keep doing this frequency work forever and sharing my music, which is going to be even more powerful, even more magnified. Definitely. And I've noticed that, totally noticed that. I spent all last year, 2019, creating music, like beautiful music with, for example, Alto Sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's honestly such an amazing producer. I love him, like my friend as well. And he has the same intention. He wants to help awaken people with tunes and frequencies. And it's just great. Music is such a beautiful thing. It's expression, and yeah.
100%. Yeah, and I love even just listening to you talk. I'm like getting hypnotized because I can see how passionate you are about it, and like that's what it's fucking about. Like it's just so beautiful to listen to the way you speak about it. So like obviously, it's interesting the kind of way you said it kind of started in New Zealand, wasn't it? How this woman came up to you and spoke about it. So now are you in Manchester because you do a lot of stuff there? Is that where you're based?
Yeah, so I moved to Manchester in 2017 September to study at BIM.
Okay.
BIM, yeah. So my last year of BIM, yeah, and I love Manchester. It's so cool. And I feel that I've been drawn here to help people here.
Yeah.
Because I was going to Bristol or Brighton, and then Manchester popped up, and I was just like, sick, I'll go to Manchester.
Yeah.
And I've come to Manchester. I've connected with these certain pockets of the community, and yeah, I love it. It's raw, it's ready, and yeah, I'm like spreading my energy and like tinkling it about, and it's just so cool because I've collaborated with a lot of people so far, met a lot of people, and I probably will after my uni finishes. I probably will still be here as well. I've got some bands that I'm committed to as well.
Oh, amazing! Yeah, I think the first time I actually came across you was a video of you on Block to Block with Indica, and I was like, who the fuck is this? Like, that's mad. And I go on your Instagram, and you have so much versatility. Like, I see you in an acoustic video, and your range is like mad. And I see you are part of a band, and the kind of music, it's just like all very different. So, would you say? I mean, a lot of what you've spoken about already kind of answers this. But
yeah,
would you say you have one particular style, or you just seem like it's more about the music rather than liking a particular kind of genre or whatever?
Yeah, it's more about music. Like, it's more about how I feel, and I don't want to be limited. That's it. Like, how do I become my limit self? I ask that every single day, and there's just no limits with music because it's obviously subjective. And I love music that I personally like, and if other people resonate, then that's absolutely brilliant. Like, I love being versatile and showing different sides of the sphere, different points of reference. And yeah, I really don't like limiting myself, and I don't like, I'm a soul singer, or I just do this, because it's just like, well, why can you not do more?
Absolutely, yeah.
Have you tried it? Have you tried it actually, and see if you like it? Like, I don't particularly like screamo, like screaming. Maybe I would incorporate it in a song in the future where it's just why not?
Yeah.
And honestly, that's not my go-to, but I also have a liking to like reggae, ragga vocals, and I'm not even Jamaican. Like, my heritage, West Africa, I guess that's original Jamaican, but like, I just love that whole culture as well. Music is just amazing. I can't even cope with
Yes, absolutely. I love that. So you obviously, because you're at BIM, there obviously has BIM in Bristol and Brighton as well. I actually live in Brighton. That's how I kind of got into the underground music scene, because I'm from Surrey, which is like a very, let's put it bluntly, a very dull, fucking boring place. Everyone that I kind of went to school with, I really liked drum and bass as a teenager, but I didn't even know it was drum and bass. Do you know what I mean? I was surrounded by kind of people who I didn't have anyone to feed off of with that kind of music. So I went to Brighton, and I started going to these nights out, and I met these DJs and whatever, and it really opened my eyes. And yeah, I just like felt like I got it. I just loved it. So where are you originally from? So you've been New Zealand, you've been Manchester now. Like, is it a Scottish accent I'm hearing as well? It's like amazing.
Basically, I was born in Portsmouth. Until I was yeah, so I was about 4 or 5, and then I moved up to Scotland, and that's where I kind of grew up. Lived with my gran and a few other places, and then when I was 16, my one of my best friends, she moved out to New Zealand, and she literally picked up her life because her dad got a job, moved there. She was so lonely. Like she literally grew up in Scotland, had everything, and she just was so, yeah, so alone. And her partner at the time was supposed to become, but he got deported. He went to Amsterdam. He honestly, it was crazy. He went to Amsterdam, had photos of, smoking coffee shops, and they were like, "Yo, you're not allowed in." And that was just complete, absolute turnover. So baby girl, she was so alone, and then I was having a really rough time at where I was in Scotland, and I went on a work night out, and things just, when you just drink, and I just saw this person, it was arguments, and I was just like, you know what, I've had enough of like where I am. I didn't know who I was at the time.
Yeah.
Really insecure, just lost, just really lost. I thought I was Rihanna. I didn't know who I was. Do you know what I mean? I was just like trying to pinpoint on where I am in time. That's what it's all about. It's where you are in time. She was like, Sahala, just come to New Zealand. And I was just like, this is a huge step for me, like a massive, not doing my hires
at this time.
I was 16, soon to be 17 in like 2 months.
And
then she's like,
fucking young.
yeah, it's crazy. I've always kind of been older than like my actual age. Like, yeah, kind of had to grow up before I reached that age, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so she was like, come to New Zealand. I was like, okay. So dropped everything, moved to New Zealand for 6 months, came back to Scotland for 9 months, and then moved to New Zealand for 2 years, came back to Scotland for 7 months, moved to Manchester for now. I'm going to be 3 years in September.
Wow.
So yeah, I like traveling. I like experiencing new cultures, and yeah, I don't know where I want to go after Manchester. I think Canada I'll be on the board. So I just don't know. I don't know where music's going to take me. That's
I think half the fun is just not knowing.
Yeah, exactly.
So how do you think that the music scene kind of, obviously it's completely different countries, it's going to be different, but Scotland, when I think of like the Scottish music scene, like the first thing that comes to my mind is like Mungo's Hi-Fi. Like I absolutely fucking love them, and it's like sick. I can imagine, I have a friend who really wants to move to New Zealand or travel to New Zealand, but she's so into her music, and she's like, what if I go out there and I can't find stuff that I like if I can't go out? So what is it like over there? I have no idea.
The New Zealand music scene is pretty much a mixture of like American culture and British. Yeah. Pretty much, like, it's really cool. It's got some really nice, authentic, like artists from New Zealand, which are just so cool. And that's a mixture of like roots reggae. Yeah. Like, have you heard of Fat Freddy's Drop and Lady Six? Yeah, really cool. Their drum and bass scene is not as dope as the UK. Like the UK is just original.
It's just like it's never gonna be.
I think yeah, hard. I think it's just like the BPM, or I just don't know what they use here. That's just so deep and just hits you at home, because we probably grew up from the 80s and 90s. Do you know what I mean? But New Zealand, they have their own twist on it, and I personally didn't like it. I was like, yo, where's the UK drum and bass at? But they do take inspiration from us a lot. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really authentic. It's really raw. Yeah, go check it out.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like with British music, I mean, I'm really proud of a lot of British music, as if I can claim it as my own, but like I think a lot of genres, like, you know, with garage, with drum and bass, like with grime, like we have started so much, and so much has grown from British music. Yeah. So sometimes, I don't know, I imagine if I move to a different country, like I'm a little bit pretentious. I'm like, oh, but if I go out, it might not. Like, you know what? Like every single country, music is such a universal thing. Every single country is going to have their own take on things, and you might learn new stuff that you never would have thought you would have liked. Do you know what I mean? So
exactly.
Yeah, traveling definitely is an amazing thing. For music as well, 100%. But yeah, so she obviously wanted to go to New Zealand, my mate, but because of everything going on, who knows when that's going to happen. But yeah, but yeah, she used to live in Bristol, and again, that's an amazing music hub. Like, I don't know the different kind of things you done gigs and stuff? Is it just mainly in Manchester you're based?
Yeah, just Manchester. I was gonna move to Bristol or Brighton, go BIM there, but then yeah, it's just Manchester needed me more, I guess.
Yeah,
But I would
right.
definitely. I've been recommended to go to Bristol. Some people say I'd love it there, and I think it'd be right.
Yeah, no, I
Just,
can definitely imagine you in Bristol, 100%. Yeah, I think there's a lot of my like-minded people there, and like
yeah,
the journey that you're on and the kind of mission that you have. I think
yeah,
you find that in Bristol as well. But the fact there are those people in Bristol already means, yeah, that means you probably should have gone to Manchester. So you
yeah.
read all your knowledge there instead.
That's
Anyway,
it. That's it, sister.
I love that. You need to come down here. I need some wisdom, please. um, honestly.
You've already
But
got it within you. That's it.
so I'm just going to kind of finish off with asking. This is kind of for myself as well, but I think you do have like such amazing energy. I can like feel it radiating through the power of Zoom. Like I'm loving it. I'm getting it. So if there's other gals out there who also are wanting to be artists, they kind of have something blocking them. They just don't know what it is. They're not able to go that step to push themselves. Like, have you been in that situation? And like, you who you are now, what would you say to those girls?
Yeah, I've definitely been in that situation. Like I said before I knew who I was, or before like when I was lost and just didn't know where I was in time, I was all over the place. My intention wasn't clear with my music. I was trying to emulate all the pop stars like Rihanna and Beyonce, and they kind of were my first inspiration, but at the time I wasn't awakened. Therefore, it wasn't pure. But now I would say to anyone, girls, guys, anyone, know yourself first. Honestly, know yourself first, clean yourself up, and what you do, music, art, mechanic, whatever what you do is gonna help other people and help yourself. If you don't know who you are, it's dangerous. It's dangerous for you and for the other people. That's all. So get to know yourself, awaken, and that creative, because your spirit's creative anyway. You're born out of creative energy, so you're always creative, even if you're just making the bed or do you know what I mean, making a nice meal for yourself. That's still getting creative. And
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
definitely just awaken. Try new things that you haven't done before, and do what scares you the most. If it scares you, just do it so you overcome it. Don't shy away from anything. Learn about yourself every single day. Go deeper and deeper. Everything you need is within you, like for real.
Amazing. I feel like I've been put into such like a positive mood now. I feel like really enlightened. It sounds stupid, but like I love it. So thank you. Honestly, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for like having a chat with me. Like you really shared some really interesting things and amazing perspective. That's what it's all about. Like especially Galdem of Eden, we want to talk to like people from literally all walks of life because everyone has a different story. Everyone has a different perspective. Everyone, like the whole world is just about learning from each other and just like gaining experience from each other. So
Absolutely.
again, thank you so much for taking part, and hopefully other people can take in some of your amazing wisdom. And
Thank you
I
so
hope
much.
you survive the rest of all of what's going on.
Yeah.
See you on the other side. Thank you
My
so
G.
much.
Thank you so much, Chloe.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.